Hey everybody, it's Christina of Crafty Paws. Wanted to share with you guys an ATC that I made. This is for Cheryl, who's delygirl1961, and she's currently celebrating getting over 1,000 subbies. Yay, Cheryl! She is a super talented crafter. She makes cards, altered items, junk journals, just all sorts of things, and she asked that folks participate in her challenge. She lives in Canada and she recently extended her deadline. So there's still time to participate if you guys want to play along. So I know Cheryl likes butterflies, and so I was looking for a quote that would inspire the ATC that I wanted to make for her. She also asked that you use a napkin. So I started with a napkin base, and I just used a little lightweight chipboard. She wanted it to be very light and thin. And then I use my Liquitex gloss gel. It's a gel medium, and I find that this works really great for laying down tissue paper or napkins, things like that, without creating bumps and bubbles and things. You just lay it on a thin coat with a paintbrush, and then take off obviously all the under layers of the napkin and just put the top layer down, and it is smooth and dries super fast. I then wanted to add a few more dimensional butterflies, and I got this beautiful Prima flower pack that included a couple of butterflies in the same tones as the dogwood flowers. This was a gift to me from Sharon, who's Surrealier1 here on YouTube. Thank you, Sharon. And then when I was looking for a quote, I actually found one from The Little Prince, that little book. And the quote reads, "Well, I must endure the presence of a few caterpillars if I wish to become acquainted with the butterflies." And I just thought that was so true. You have to, kiss a lot of frogs to find a prince. You have to tolerate some things to get to the good things and appreciate them. And I didn't have a caterpillar, so I made one. I made one with 3 leaves from the same flower pack. I just coiled some wire, and then I wrapped the leaves around it, used a little hot glue, and made my own little caterpillar. The base, wanted to add just a little, fanciful stuff. So I added a little lace trim, and then I also added a tiny trim pearl in a pale peach that I thought, the caterpillar could be crawling along. So I put the caterpillar in this form because I figured that's how they would, walk along. Anyway, I hope you like this, Cheryl. And I entitled it, Know the Caterpillar. The second part of her challenge is actually to create a little embellishment. And I took one of the dress form die cutouts that was gifted to me recently by Alice, who is Kintry here on YouTube. I added some lace trim, 2 layers for the skirt. This is actually a more modern silhouette than the dress form from Diamond Dyes that I used the other day, which has a more like ball gown open skirt. This is a more straight up and down kind of structure. So I thought it gave it a nice modern silhouette to the dress. And then for the top, I wanted to add a feminine touch, so I used this heart lace trim and just used one of the hearts and flipped it up to make the little bodice. And then I used a little bit of adhesive pearl bling, want to scrap. This was like $1 at the expo. And I just cut a little bit off and made the choker pearl necklace. So Cheryl can use that on a card or a layout or something. And then the last part of the challenge is to share an image. And I just love these images. I've used them once before on altered dominoes, or you can put them on tiles or something like that. But they're the bad girls throughout history. And there's, Betty Page, Nellie Bly, Elizabeth Taylor. This is Marie Antoinette. I'm not sure about these other, Josephine Baker and Ada Lovelace. And then, so I printed one out for you, Cheryl, and then I had these printed out tiny in my stash. So I'll be including those too. I might have to slice this in half just to get it to fit in the envelope. But anyway, I had a lot of fun. I hope you guys will take a look if you haven't already and play along if you can. I'm going to put a link in the description box below to Cheryl's challenge. And I hope you guys are having a great day. Bye. Thanks for watching.